Hey guys, Mr. Worst at All here. I'm coming at you guys with another video, and in today's video, we're going to be discussing the 12.0 update, and this update is probably one of the biggest. As you can see, already from the start, we have two new options, the craft and the mini games. Now basically, where this plays in is that the mini games basically just, add an extra part to the game. And I'll get into that later. In crafting, it just changes a bunch. So, unfortunately, we got this boring landscape, and I'm gonna have to be doing something soon, so I'll get back to you. And we're back after a while of a lot of construction. Now, basically, as you saw in the beginning of the video, I remodded the whole entire game, and look at my gem count. This was an expensive project. And I still don't know why they put that level gap, because if somebody's gonna mod, they're gonna have everything anyways, so it's just a matter of time to just let us have our money, but whatever. I'll have to say that this update is pretty cool. I mean, I got a black hole in the background, the space barriers, the Martian, that's what they call it, the Martian palace, a floating island in the background, and it's nighttime. I got green crystals everywhere, and it looks awesome. Now, what makes this is one thing a lot of people ask for, but it wasn't really acknowledged. People keep saying remove the ghost lantern or nerf it or change all this stuff, but they never really look at the backgrounds or anything. Now, the incentive to do all this stuff is that it gives you experience, and some of them even give you bonus stuff. For example, in devices, the mailbox gets you tickets 2 times faster. Tickets belong with minigames, and again, I'll explain that a little bit later. Gems, the driller will give you a gem every day, which is actually pretty nifty if you're a legitimate player. Lucky chest every day, lucky spin every day, which is it's actually also pretty good, but it's on chance. And gives you eggs 2 times faster. I prefer this because if you stack up eggs and you have your pets max, you can get a ton of money soon. For the pet houses, if you go for the last two, they increase speed and power, but the rest just increase speed. Now, each one has their own section. It's kind of hard to go into all of them, but you got terrain, which affects the landscape, the road that attacks a specific area, decor is the little other parts. I like green, so I put green crystals. And of course, one of my favorite maps was 4 Seasons, and the one mark of that is the Altar of Elements. I did buy a few other ones. The Epic Phantom was not one of them. I think I bought that one by accident. I was debating whether I could put the Archmage Library, which actually also looks pretty cool, or the Guard Golem, but I want to save my gems, so I bought the Altar of Elements. Buildings, there's a ton of buildings, but all of them are okay except for the last 3. I highly suggest if you want to look nice, go with the Citadel or the Martian Colony. I chose Martian Colony because, well, it looks cool. Now, I wanted to use a diversity like the Space Gate or something like that, but the Energy Gate just has a nice, cool, bright color to it. Well, enough about that boring customization garbage. Let's go with the mini games. Now, the mini games, there's multiple of them. Now, Sandbox costs tickets, and I highly doubt people are dumb enough to go to Quiet Island now. Arena now costs a ticket, so might as well make that last. I bought 150, and no, you do not need to pay money for these. You can easily buy them off the bat. But the mini games are really, yeah, the mini games are really decent, but really hard to get used to in the beginning. I highly suggest when you manage to get the game, increase your jump button size and the options as big as you can, because you're gonna need it. The games are actually pretty nice or nifty, but they're really difficult to play at the beginning. For example, the Extreme One Parkour Challenge, the controls are a little bit stiff. No, they're not stiff, they're sensitive. So if you try to move in a specific direction, it kind of like you have to be careful. I'll get into those in another video, but now as for new weapons, we have a few. We have the assault shotgun, the impulse minigun. There's another one. Oh yeah, the plasma spreader, the electric arc, the railgun, which is one of the weapons I've been asking for a while in this game. Because you have laser weapons, might as well put in the classic railgun. Without a railgun, anyways. And then we have the rocket jumper, which is, I don't need to go into detail about that. And the grenadier, which is pretty much a really decent weapon. I just don't understand why all the tiny little fragments of explosive weapons have to weigh so much. Like, I understand the big body. I mean, you're running around the giant cannon. What else are you going to do? There's nothing really new in the armor, league, or anything like that. Just weapons. Hold on. Now, as you can see in the skin, it's perfectly clear. There's no lines to distinguish anything, and it looks pretty cool. In duel, if you're not wearing armor or anything, and you turn it off, you can't really tell the difference. So, now, but as you saw in the thing, as you saw in the mini games, they moved over co-op survival and deadly games in here. Now, there is a deadly 2 times reward when you first play a match. And basically what that does, Pixagon used to have this old session where every few months, no, 1 week in every month, there would be this thing called double rewards. So you can get like 2 coins and 20 XP for like every time you won a match. And it was awesome. Now I don't know why they got rid of it. Probably because of some glitches or something. I don't know why, but I highly suggest they bring it back. Because as you can see, I have to win many more matches just to catch up. And yeah. There are also no new maps that I see of. For example, Emperor Castle took over Parkour City. Emperor's Palace also took over, what's the other map that used to be Flag Capture? Toy Factory. And there's not really much new to multiplayer. Yeah, there's no new medals of any sort that I've known of. And yeah, this is pretty much... Oh, and there's no fourth world. I mean, it's 12... I mean, we're 3 updates in. You gotta at least give us that. I mean, whatever. And I hope you guys enjoyed this little mini review. And I see you guys later.